This is something we all just wanted to create something so beautiful for each and every one of us, an experience that's just going to allow us to dive deep and really understand fundamentals in which we can really carve out our speeches in the best possible way. So I welcome in this magical program that we are undertaking. So about the mission of the Toastmasters Club in particular. So the mission is usually to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning experience in which every individual member has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Okay, the vision statement declares a vision for the future. And that's exactly why we are all here today. We want to become a better version of ourselves. So even before we get started, let us set a couple of ground rules for all of us. First one would be, please do put your mobile phones in silent mode. I'm going to give you exactly a few seconds to do so. So kindly put yourself in silent mode. I remember when I was in a meeting and my phone started ringing and the music was so crazy that people got interested into the music rather than my speech. The second, we avoid topics related to sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. Please mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Please make sure that you are in a silent environment when you speak. Any additional noises, let's try to minimize that as much as possible. And please use the private chat box in case you want to convey any kind of messages. So having talked about ground rules, let us now introduce ourselves to someone very, 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 very special. I mean, this person, I really acknowledge her as light in one. She's true to her name. I mean, her name really talks about her magnificence. I mean, ever since she has happened to me, my life has never been the same. It's just been a different planet altogether, different dimension of growth in every manner. So let's all just give ourselves a huge round of applause to welcome our magical presiding officer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Let's give it up for Yogeshwari. The podium is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dr. SURYADEEP Majumdar, who is like one of my dearest friend and one of my dearest partner, in fact. So thank you for such a warm welcome. Today, I'm here on behalf of the president of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. So Speak Magic Toastmasters Club is such a wonderful club where I got my Toastmasters membership over there back 7 months back, exactly on December 1st. From that point in time, there were huge changes in my life because the club was one such and the members were. Actually, today, President Rajesh Nair has to address us. Just because he is not available and he'll be addressing us in the upcoming meetings, I'm here to speak on his behalf. So I'm going to welcome you all once again to the Speechcraft and to the Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. So I hand over the podium back to our coordinator, SURYADEEP.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Let's give it up for Yogeshwari once again. Now, the whole idea about a Speechcraft program is obviously to understand the fundamentals in which you become better Speechcrafters. In order to do so, the first and foremost thing we all need to understand, even before I do that, I think it's very important for all of us to understand that we've got the agenda of today's meeting. So I hope you have the agenda right there in front of you. What we will be doing is, today is the first session, today's celebrating all of you for choosing this life-changing initiative. Is what you're going to learn from this entire month. We have 8 sessions lined up, step-by-step fundamentals. So let's get started straight away with our today's session, and it's just going to be lightning for all of us, considering that we are here in this life-changing organization. That's what I believe the Toastmasters to be. It's the world's greatest public speaking organization. It's an international organization. That's what makes the whole Toastmasters experience such a life-changing one. Let's kickstart our in the Speak Your Soul Speechcrafters program. So even before I get started, what I would want you all to do is just give me a thumbs up if the screen is visible. Okay, if the screen is visible, fantastic. Right. Let me ask you first. Type it in the chat. Which city are you tuning in from? We really want to know. From where are you tuning in from? That's going to be the essence, by the way. Okay, Vivek sir is from Mumbai, Karthik sir, Chennai. I'm from Kolkata. So right now, I think we've got three-fourths of the countries covered. Indore, Suchitra ma'am, okay. Kochi, this is great. So we got people in from, okay, Kolkata, West Bengal, Abhijit sir, Shraddha ma'am, this is great. Beautiful. When we are really talking about Speechcraft, even before Speechcraft, I think it's important that we get into, know a little bit about the Toastmasters. Now, Toastmasters was introduced by Ralph C. Smedley. It started with just one club, and today it has so many clubs across the planet. What is a Toastmaster? It's a worldwide non-profit education organization. Now you can see there are more than 360,000 members across the planet, with more than 15,000 clubs crossing 145 countries and above. The Toastmasters really helps carve out your public speaking skills, your leadership skills, your networking skills in every possible manner. Now, people who have been in the Toastmasters, they are associated with the leading brands on the planet. I'm talking about brands like Coca-Cola, Disney, Google, everywhere you will find a Toastmaster. In fact, here's a very interesting thing. One of my greatest mentors, his name is Keith Ferrazzi. He's a Mind Valley trainer, in which he's the author of the course, Mastering Authentic Networking. He is a Toastmaster. You can imagine the massive shift in paradigm people have when they decide to join the Toastmasters. They're everywhere. Obviously, whenever you look at Toastmasters, the first question we ask is, what's in it for me? And that's why the Toastmasters just answers everything straight up. You get to learn skills, you get to build your leadership skills, you get to present speeches, get evaluated, everything in a convenient and environment. Obviously, when you do that, you get to enhance your personal growth, your professional growth in every possible manner. Your confidence increases, your potential increases. Every single thing happens when you choose to join a Toastmasters club. Now, it's very interesting. Why just Toastmaster? Why be a Toastmaster? It's so interesting because we normally go through any of the courses, any training materials, as we'll probably learn a lot of things. But the real learning is when you actually take action, isn't it? How many of you agree with me? Give me a thumbs up or type it in the chat box. Yeah, I can see Nidhi ma'am and Suchitra ma'am and Suresh sir. By the way, Suresh sir, I'm a huge fan of your beard. That's why I'm probably imitating you a little bit. Okay, this is great. Now, if that is truly the case, in Toastmasters, what happens is you get access to hands-on learning experience. You learn, you present speeches, you get a mentor. So it's a complete circle of experience. That's what Toastmasters is all about. Not just that. Toastmasters give you something called as the Pathways Learning Experience, which is an exclusively designed curriculum, a step-by-step format in which you get to present speeches in an organized way. There are a total of 11 pathways. And just a brief glimpse into the pathways, you get to learn the 5 skills, traditional skills: public speaking, management, communication, strategic relationship. You get to work on your networking. Every pathway has 5 levels. You understand the fundamentals first, then you understand your style first. You understand the different aspects of knowledge with respect to the pathway that you've chosen. Then you build your skills, and then you gain your expertise. And then obviously you get a little loads and loads of certificates and awards, recognition. That's obviously that's the add-on. This is just a little glimpse in the different kind of pathways. These are the 11 pathways, and you can see the names of the different. I have completed 2 of them. I've completed engaging humor. I've completed effective coaching. These are the two pathways that I have completed. And the massive shift in your entire perspective towards public speaking and leadership changes when you go through the whole pathways curriculum. Now, is it that you only get to be a part of Toastmasters just for the sake of learning public speaking and all? I mean, you got to be able to use that, right, in your professional field in every possible way. And that is why the Toastmasters allows you to go for your continued learning experience. You get to work the best possible manner. How? The Toastmasters gives you access to a free magazine. You get to participate in speech contests, the World Championship of Public Speaking. International conferences are there, conventions are there. You got district conferences. Obviously, you get access to the portal, which will give you so many resources on public speaking and leadership. It's not just that. When you truly understand the whole concept of understanding a Toastmaster, wait, I have probably lost the slides. This is one of the most difficult thing about PPT presentation is when you really lose the track of your slides. That's when things get a little weird. Okay. Now, for those who must be thinking, it's all good, but I really want to know about the cost of joining a Toastmasters club. That's pretty good. It's so important. I remember there's this one person, his name is Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie. How many of you have heard about Dale Carnegie? Just type it in the chat box, I. Okay, type it in the chat box, I. Okay, this is good. This is good. So Dale Carnegie, when he was asked to present a seminar, his seminar was all about how to win friends and influence people. The price was $1795 for a 3-day seminar in which he's going to train you in public. Seriously, 3 days is enough. Ralph C. Smedley came up with the whole concept of the Toastmasters, in which you just have to pay $45 for 6 months. That's it. That's it. And you get access to everything in the Toastmasters. What am I talking about? Let's go through. So, one second. Yeah. Okay. So compared to the obviously all those big seminars, Toastmasters is a lot more effective, cost effective, as well as affordable, and you get to learn at your own pace. So that you got an initial registration fee of around 1,500 rupees. You get which is a lifetime fee, by the way. Then you get to be a part of the whole membership. So per month, for every 6 months, you need to pay $45, and a very nominal club expenses of $400 right now. So more or less 3,000 to 4,000 for 6 months, and you get access to everything. That's how powerful the Toastmasters is in terms of understanding the whole structure. Now, what about our club, Speak Magic Toastmasters Club? We meet 4 times a month, every Saturday, 6 to 8 p.m. and Zoom. So you got meeting links right there in your phone. There are so many instances when I've attended a meeting like this, holding you right in front of my face. Okay, the registration fees, obviously. Choose to decide to join a Toastmasters club, you get to the lifetime registration, one-time registration. You get access to one of the pathways mentioned. Okay, so one free pathway. You get access to the portal, your exclusive portal. You get an exclusive mentor, and not just that, you can attend as many Toastmasters club meetings as you want across the planet. I mean, don't you think that would be good? I remember I had presented speeches in Singapore, Philippines, Myanmar, Hong Kong, Nepal. Can you believe that? Connecting with so many different people of different cultures. That's what the Toastmasters allow you to do. And then you might be asking, okay, Suryadeep, you're telling me about Toastmasters, which is good. What about speechcraft? Okay, let's get into speechcraft then. Whenever you even before we understand why speechcraft and all, let's just understand the club, for example. The club will have around about 10 or 12 members. Will include different executive committee members. Every club will have a president, vice president, membership, different categories. Okay, and this is how the agenda of club meeting looks. I'm sure you must have received the agenda. So meeting is also pretty similar to that of the speechcraft meeting. Now, all over the planet, these are the different districts that are available. Okay, let's talk about our district, for example. They've given us the permission to conduct the speechcraft program. Our district is called as District 120, 8 divisions. Every division has areas. So it's like a division. Okay, so district broken down to division, broken down into area. Okay, so ours is division E, area 4. In our division, we have 5 clubs, and somewhere each club will have 10 to 20 members. In our club, we have 26 members right now. So if we truly want to understand, wait, I have no clue what is going on. Okay, wait. So right now, we are there in the Speechcraft program. What is the Speechcraft program all about? The reason why we have designed a curriculum, an 8-session concept in which you get to learn the fundamentals of public speaking. The fundamentals of public speaking. How do you do that? It's pretty simple. You go through the whole process of organization of your speeches. Your organization of your speeches obviously needs to go through a certain level, right? Certain level. And that is when the whole concept of understanding how can I make the most of it. This is the session that will help you to understand how can you make the most of it. So this is how it looks like. Okay, I'm just going to make it a little simple for you all. Okay. Yeah. You will be going through understanding the fundamentals in the form of really decoding you will be speaking. You'll have table topic sessions. We'll have present and education sessions in which we are training you and drilling you. You go through practice, and it's a month-long program, and obviously then you graduate. That's the whole structure. But we wanted to make it a little more specific, and this is how it's going to look. The whole structure is going to look something like this. We're going to have 8 sessions. 8 sessions. Today is Monday, the 5th of July, and today is the inauguration ceremony, where you're going to be introduced about the Toastmasters, about the Speechcraft. You'll get to know about your mentors, every single thing. From Wednesday onwards, it will be a more organized curriculum in which you are also participating. In fact, today as well, you are participating. Okay. Now we have divided the 16 members present here right now in 2 teams. What you are going to be doing today is, I think we have given you an assignment, the pre-joining work, in which you need to really introduce each other. Okay, introducing each other, we're going to be doing that. And that we've given you a format. You will have to follow that format. How? Again, I'll just state. So let's just say we'll bring up the first team members from each team, Suresh sir and Abhijit sir. So Suresh sir will have to talk about Abhijit and talk about him in these 4 points. What is the name of your team member? What is his or her professional qualification? What does he do? His job and all. How can you wait? I think there's little error there. I think little error. I apologize. Okay, we will give you. I'll just give you the whole details once. So the whole idea will be, number 1 is name. Okay, what is the name of your team member? Number 2 will be, who is he or she as a person? So for me, that would be, I'm a monkey. I'm a 4-year-old monkey as well. So all these weird terms. Number 3 would be, what is the qualification and job of your partner? Number 4, the hobbies or the extracurricular activities. Number 5, the one quote that defines your team member. Okay. Once that is done, what we will also be, we will also make sure we do is we will be creating the whole structure of, we will actually get the ball rolling for the Speechcraft program, because Lao Tzu had put the whole statement in a brilliant manner, that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I want to congratulate you all present here. You've taken the decision to be a part of something that's just going to be life-changing for you. And you've given us the opportunity to really host you and serve you in the best possible way. So with that, let us set the ball rolling. Let us begin our introduction sessions. Now, before we begin the introduction session, I just want to tell you, I'm going to be calling the names, okay? And our magical ma'am will be put a few in spotlight. and you will get exactly 1 to 2 minutes, not more than that. You will have to introduce your partner in that 5 steps, the steps that we had given you pre-session work. That was your pre-session work. So you're going to be doing that. So Sonalata ma'am, just give me a thumbs up if we are ready for spotlighting. Perfect. So let us bring the first team. Let us bring up Suresh sir and Abhijit sir. Could you please unmute yourself or maybe raise your hand or something so that we can see you? Okay, Suresh sir is there. Where is Abhijit sir? Is Abhijit sir there? Okay, yeah, Abhijit. So we'll just spotlight Abhijit sir as well. Brilliant. So please introduce each other. We'll start with Abhijit sir. Yeah, because A comes before S. So I hope that's okay. Yes, sir, over to you.
Okay, so I have to introduce my partner, right?
Yes. In that 5 steps. Yeah.
So my partner is Mr. Suresh Babu, and basically he is from Ednakulam, Kochi, and he's professionally he is a managing director of SMA Abacus India Private Limited. Additional to this, he is also supplying medical equipments of various hospitals. He has 800 centers in India and abroad. By professionally, he is engaging in this with last 20 years. As a educational background, he is MBA in marketing and finance. His strength is to selling. He is basically is a goods sale of the product of high value items, and further he is like to visits various places of India and abroad. Touring is his most favorite things, and his quote which is famous of he is following Mr. Abdul Kalam Azad, and he followed the quote that dreams is that which don't you see in sleeping. It is actually it don't give you sleep, which he prefers his quote. And basically he is staying with his family at Kochi. He has 2 kids, and one he is studying at class 8, and another is doing engineering. His BTech second year. That's it for my partner. Thank you.
Amazing. Let's all give a round of applause first for Abhijit sir. This is great. Amazing.
Thank
Suresh
you.
sir, over to you.
Hi, fantastic. Good evening to all amazing speechcrafters, Toastmasters, and Speak and Grow family members. I'm really excited to be part of the Speechcraft training program. So my partner is Abhijit Datta. Abhijit is from West Bengal, from the famous city Durgapur. Abhijit, as a very enthusiastic person, he is very keen to do videos and lives. So that's why he joined Speechcrafters. He wants to get that start. He's really passionate about that. He is a mechanical engineer working in famous company SR Oil. You all must be knowing about, you would have seen the petrol pumps, no? Many petrol pumps like Reliance. So similarly, SR, there's a big company. So he's working in that company. I asked him, what is his hobby and passion? So he likes playing a mouth organ. I was very eager to know this mouth organ, because we have seen in many movies, the heroes singing the songs with the mouth organ. So it's really a good hobby Abhijit is having. he also like to play chess with his kids. And regarding the family, he's having a wonderful son, and of course wife, and he would like to travel. Yes, of course he would like to travel to many places. So I hope I covered all the points. Abhijit, is there anything I missed out?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I hope I
Right.
covered all points.
Perfect, perfect. Let's give it a great sir as well, everyone. This is great. This is great. Amazing. Welcome, welcome to both of you. Okay. And thank you so much for such an amazing introduction. Okay. Next, let's bring up Rajeshwari ma'am and Shraddha ma'am. Oh, this is great. Okay, Rajeshwari ma'am is here. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Okay, here we go. Yes, please introduce each other to all of us.
Yes, my partner is Shraddha Dubey, and she is a mother of two daughters, one who is in 12th and second who is in class 5. And as a person, when I spoke to her, she's very friendly, and she said that she is more of a listener and an introvert, and she is more extrovert while writing. She could express well while writing, and I found that it's a similar quality of mine. And she said that she goes into shell when she's overwhelmed with emotions. And she about love, when she expressed that love, she doesn't believe in blind love, but it's appreciation and adoring one and then falling in love. That thing she said about herself, her quality. And coming to her qualifications, she is a PG in plant pathology, and she is also a plant virologist. And she has done a diploma in training and guidance, and she has done research at Assam in agriculture department as a plant pathologist. And her hobbies, she likes to collect wild things, the flora, and I think it's herbarium sheets she likes to make, and designing and making best out of waste. She also loves music, writing, and speaking. These are her hobbies. And her quote is from Aristotle, that you are what you repeatedly do. Excellence is a habit. And currently she's working as a consultant with Pearson as a career consultant, and she's also an entrepreneur, a co-founder of Site Kindle LLP, and she does counseling, career guidance, and motivation, and all those things. So that's about Shraddha Dubey.
Wow, wow. Let's all give a round of applause for Rajeshwari ma'am. What a brilliant introduction. Now, over to you, Shraddha ma'am.
Ma'am, you are on mute. Shraddha ma'am, you
You're
are
on
on
mute.
mute.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Rajeshwari, my partner, and a warm good evening to one and all present here. Well, my partner, Dr. Rajeshwari Rapata, hails from Pune, which happens to be the city of happiness. And this is towards the western end, opposite to me, Maharashtra, India. And she says that she is a happy-go-lucky person who basically balances her goals and ambitions with her perfectionist approach and also take it easy policy. She has been a one-woman army all her life, a self-made woman. She is an introvert, now pupating into an ambivert with a mission to become an extrovert. And this transformational cycle is for a mission, and that is to serve people. She feels that she communicates well with pen and paper, basically writing with her hands, and not much with speech. And for that reason, she is here. Now, as far as her family is concerned, she is a proud mother of a son who is married and a daughter who is pursuing a successful career. Dr. Rajeshwari has a star up in the sky since 2016, and that is her husband, who watches her and shines brighter each day, watching her, looking at her, when she keeps him alive by her mission of serving people through emergency medical awareness, first aid, CPR, and role of homeopathy everywhere. She is a doctor of homeopathic medicine, and she has worked on various levels as dean, as head of department of various universities all around Maharashtra. And presently, she is a consultant of homeopathy, and she wishes to again go for an LLP. So same pinch here. We are on our entrepreneurial journey, pupating from introverts to ambiverts to extroverts. Again, the same pinch from my side. And as far as her hobbies are concerned, she loves music, singing, artwork. She is a fashionista, and you can always see that she loves collecting saris. And her favorite quote is, "Nothing is impossible." That's that.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's give it up for both Shraddha ma'am and Rajeshwari ma'am. Too good, too good. This is great. It feels so good to listen to our phenomenal introductions, especially doing it for each other. I mean, you feel so good as a listener as well as a speaker. Amazing. Thank you so much for that. Let's bring up our third team, Ashutosh sir and Anil sir. So, okay, Ashutosh sir, I love your shirt. Oh my God, amazing. Where is your partner?
Thank you.
Let's find your partner. Where is Anil sir? Yeah, Anil sir is there. Okay, let's. Yes, please begin for you.
So, shall I begin?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So good evening, everyone. I think Dr. Suri already introduced my name, Ashutosh. So let me give an introduction of my partner, Mr. Anil Kumar. B. Anil Kumar. Mr. B. Anil Kumar is an activist and a social person. He has graduated in commerce and is running a consultancy firm for last 33 years into financial services. His hobbies are more towards the sports activities. He has been an active player of cricket and hockey during his college years, and now he is pursuing fitness as well. He is further planning to develop reading, public speaking, communication, and traveling as new hobbies. His favorite quotation is, "We will face many defeats in life, but we should never let ourselves defeated." I hope I read it correctly. I'll just repeat. We will face many defeats in life, but we should never let ourselves be defeated. So I hope I have done justice to the introduction of Mr. Anil Kumar.
This is great. Applause. Amazing, Ashutosh sir. And over to you, Anil sir.
Good evening, everybody. I hope I am audible.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy to introduce my partner Ashutosh Sinha. Ashutosh is a sober, inquisitive, hardworking, and emotional gentleman. Ashutosh is a electronics and telecommunication engineer, presently working as DGM sales with a MNC Huawei. His hobbies and extracurricular activities, Ashutosh was very workaholic, and hence he was busy in his own professional activities, hardly finding time to hone his hobbies and other extracurricular activities till now. But however, having said that, he would like to develop singing, fitness, which we both share together, and many other new skills like communications, traveling, and cooking. His favorite quote, stay hungry and stay foolish. This is my partner's brief introduction.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's all give a huge round of applause for Anil sir as well. Oh my God, this just feels, it feels so amazing, because when you have such amazing inspirations to really learn from, and when I listen to each of yours introduction, I mean, it just feels great. Okay, let's bring up our next team, Mukta ma'am and Nidhi ma'am. So get them spotlight, please. Okay, I can see Nidhi ma'am and looking.
Hello, everyone. Yeah.
Where is Mukta ma'am? 1 second, we'll just bring both of you. I think Mukta ma'am is not here with us right now.
She is
okay,
there.
yeah, Mukta ma'am, I
There.
see you. Yes,
Hello. Hello, I'm
She's
here.
there, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Just 1 second. Yeah, okay, we got both. Brilliant. So please start your introductions.
Okay. So I would love to talk about Mukta ma'am. Both of us share the same profession. We are passionate teachers. And Mukta ma'am, she loves reading and she's very creative. And what kind of person she is? She says that she is a ray of sunshine, warm and very creative. And her passion is traveling and teaching. So and she is basically from Delhi. Her favorite quote, if man wants his dream to come true, he must wake up. She has two wonderful children, girls who are girls. She's proud, proud mother of two children rather. And what she loves is Shami Kapoor's song. She loves listening to all the exciting, melodious, as well as all kind of Shami Kapoor song, which we all, most of us enjoy listening. She's a maths teacher as well as a science teacher. She loves painting and makes best use of out of waste. So that's what I had a small conversation with ma'am, and these were the few information which I could gather from her. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Round of applause for Nidhi ma'am, everyone. Come on, we got to applaud all our speakers today. Okay, over to you, Mukta ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Hello.
Ma'am, you are audible.
I
Okay, is she stuck only for me or for everyone?
No, she has some network issue, I guess.
She's stuck for everybody.
for everyone.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll just wait for some.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Hello. Yeah. Sorry for the disturbance. This is Nidhi Nanda Gopal. She is sparkling extraordinary, and we both are teacher by profession. She finds enjoyment in small things, and I too enjoy similar passion. What she says,
is that what our favorite quote is, she's absolutely fine to make mistakes because this helps us to learn to bring originality in our work. So Nidhi ji, I love your talk. Thanks. This was my brief introduction of Nidhi ji.
Amazing, amazing. Let's give a round of applause for both our speakers. This is great. And now let's bring up our next team. Now, I'm a little excited for the next couple of teams as well. Okay. Next is Sijo sir and Suchitra. Sijo sir, Suchitra ma'am. Yeah.
Hello. Am I visible?
Yes.
Yes. So may I start, or Sijo, will you start?
Ma'am, you can start.
Okay. So good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to this. I'm excited to be a part of this group. Would like to introduce Mr. Sijo Joy, who is my partner. He was born in Kerala and born and brought up in Pune. His wife's name is Sheena, and they have two children. One is Agatha, and who is 7 years old, and Ibrahim, who is 5 years old. His wife used to work as a delivery manager, but right now she has taken a gap, and she stays at home to take care of her children. As for Sijo, his education background is his master's degree in computer science, and he's working in the IT field. Right now, basically they reside in Hyderabad, but presently they are residing in Pune because of COVID lockdown, and they're working from home. So he said he might as well use that time to be with his family. Because from what I gauged from his, his intro to me, was that he loves his family, loves being with them. So I think he's spending a lot of good time with them in Pune. His hobbies are watching movies, traveling, making new friends, learning new technology, and sharing knowledge with people. The best time is spent with family and playing with his kids. So the quotes he loves, he has two quotes that he loves, and one is stay hungry and stay foolish. I think we heard some other member also have the same quote that he loves, and this is Steve Jobs' quote. And the second one is, a family is not only important, it is everything, written by Michael J. Fox. His motto is to bring change and happiness in life of others. Thank you. I hope I did justice to you, Sijo. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's give a round of applause for Suchitra ma'am, everyone. This is Sijo sir. Now over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Suchitra ma'am, for this wonderful introduction. And I'm also pleased to introduce my partner, Mrs. Sujitra Nani. She is from Maharashtra, but born and brought up from Baroda, the cleanest city of India, Indo. And she is proud mother of two daughters, Sania and Zoya. On her qualifications, has done masters in social work from Maharaja Sayajirao University. By profession, she is a hotelier. She has wonderful hobbies like embroidery, gardening, and singing. The time to come, we will be able to hear a good song from her, definitely. The favorite quotes that she loves are one, be the change you want in others, by Gandhiji. And the other one is respect yourself and the world will respect you. And her motto in life is to spread happiness around, somewhere similar to what I also aim for. So I'm very much happy to introduce ma'am. I think
thank you.
If I've missed anything in the time to go, definitely we will be knowing each other. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Favor of the time. I think this is it. Thank you all.
That's great. Amazing. Yes. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for both our speakers. This is amazing. You know, we get to we get to do all these amazing introductions, and we get to know each other through this brilliant exercise, isn't it? I mean, that's what today is all about. Okay, now the next team, I've been very, very excited because these are two people I haven't interacted with much, but I've always had that inquisitiveness to interact with them specifically. Let's bring up Vikas sir and Vivek sir, the two V's, I think. So Vikas sir, Vivek sir, I can see. Okay, Vikas sir, do we have Vikas sir with us? I don't think so. Okay, so I think the stage is on you, sir. Introduce your partner, sir.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm glad to introduce my partner, Vikas Guleria. For some reason, I'm not sure why he's not a part of this meeting right till now. Okay, so Vikas is a hardworking person who believes that there is no substitution for hard work. He believes that in one's success, 90% is hard work and 10% is luck. He is of the opinion that hard work should be supplemented with consistency. And one has to be consistent in his or her efforts in order to be successful every time. Vikas is a lifelong learner and believes in upgrading his knowledge and skills in personal as well as professional life. He also believes in imparting knowledge and skills learned during his personal and professional life to others so as to improve them. By qualification, Vikas has done his MSc in Dairy Science and holds a diploma in rural management. He has 22 years of work experience in biggest food brand of Asia, and out of which he has spent 14 years in sales and marketing. By hobby, Vikas is a student of public speaking and is learning skills and techniques to be effective in his communication. He is also an avid reader and loves to travel across different places, preferably in his self-driven vehicle. And his favorite quote is, "Self-belief and hard work will always earn you success." So that's it about Vikas. Thank you very much.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. This is too good. I think we are missing out on Vivek sir's introduction. So what we are going to do is I have just texted Vikas sir right now to join immediately. So we're going to wait for some time. We're going to move on to the next one, but we'll make sure that we get to know about Vivek sir as well. Okay. So next, let's bring up our next team. We have Kavya ma'am and Jyoti ma'am. So Kavya ma'am and Jyoti ma'am. Okay, Kavya ma'am is there, and Jyoti ma'am, where is Jyoti ma'am? Okay, I can see Jyoti ma'am. Perfect. Yeah, both are added. So please introduce each other to all of us.
Hello, very good evening, everyone. I'm extremely very happy on introducing Jyoti ma'am. And I feel really very happy and fortunate on talking to her. She's so much elder to me. I never thought, only after seeing her, I came to know that she was that so much elder to me. And as she hails from Hyderabad, she always wants to connect with the people, love to listen their problems, understand what are their problems, and eventually find solutions to their problems, help them in finding the solutions to the problem. And she has done her graduation in commerce, and she has completed her bachelor in education 15 years ago. She has been worked as a teacher 15 years. And now, because of her passion for transforming the lives of the people, she has become a life coach, where she is mostly concentrating on women, on making them understand how to balance the both professional and personal life in a most effective way. And she has also been associated with Learning Curve Foundation for almost 5 years, where she has been worked, that is one NGO, where she has rendered her services to a number of people, especially in solving their problems. And her hobbies are, she's basically a classical singer, and she loves gardening. And as far as her quote is concerned, "Tell me, I forget; teach me, and I remember; involve me, I learn." This is what actually, until and unless she try to involve herself, she'll be learning more things rather than if any person are just teaching in that way. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Let's give a round of applause for Kavya ma'am, everyone. Come on. Okay, now Rajesh, Jyoti ma'am is next. Yeah.
Thank you, Kavya, for such a lovely introduction. And good evening, everyone. Excited to meet all of you and work with you. So I wanted, as part of my introduction to of my partner Kavya. So Kavya is a assistant professor in SSIM as a working with as a management professor. She has completed her BTech, MBA, and she has done her PhD. And she has also submitted her thesis papers. So ready to become a Dr. Kavya very soon. And she is basically from Hyderabad, Kumpali. So both of us share the same city. And she's a beautiful mother of two children, two kids, one boy and one daughter. And as a person, she's very self-reflective. She believes in self-development and listens to a lot of self-development videos and audios, improving herself every single day. And she thinks she's an introvert person, and she's ready to open up in this speechcraft session. She loves long rides, listening to music, uh, self development books, and the quote she believes in is, "Whatever you think, so you become." So she also believes, very strong believer of being independent financially and emotionally also. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's give a huge round of applause for our for Jyoti ma'am, everyone, and both our speakers. Actually, a huge round of applause. Amazing, amazing. Feels great to listen to all the introductions as always. And right now we have the last team, okay, and we are still waiting for Vikas sir, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to allow this that we don't get to know Vivek sir. Okay, so still waiting. Meanwhile, let's bring up the last team, Kishore sir and Anirban sir. So I think we have check. Yeah, Kishore sir, I can see waving his hand. Yes, this is great. And what about Anirban sir? Where is Anirban sir? Okay, yeah, Anirban sir is there. Here we go. So yes, please introduce each other to all of us.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, loud and clear. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, all amazing participants of the group. So I'm delighted to introduce my partner, Anirban Chakravarti. So he's Anirban Chakravarti. He is from Jamshedpur. So he is very sincere and obedient. He is believing in doing one thing at a time, achieving perfection on that. He is a lifelong learner. Right. His qualifications are: he's an engineer and MBA, completed MBA, sales and marketing, working in Tata Motors, 8 years of experience in corporate sector. Right. His hobbies are reading newspaper and articles. He used to do research, understand about health, well-being, and happiness as well. Right. His quote is, "Successful people do daily what unsuccessful people do occasionally." Thank you. I hope I did justice to your intro. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
This is great. Okay, round of applause for Kishore sir, everyone. Come on. Okay, this is great. Okay, yes, Anirban sir, over to you.
Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So I am very elated here to be on this stage. And frankly speaking, when I heard the name of my partner, I got reminded of a very famous South Indian movie. I have seen some movies of that actor, and his surname is similar to him. So you will be able to guess his name also. So my partner's name is Mr. Kishore Babu from Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. And he's a very jovial person, happy person, and kind-hearted, compassionate person who likes to motivate others so that they are able to achieve their goals in their lives. And professionally, he is a lecturer, and he has been giving lectures for around 20 years in physics. And he has also done his master's in science in physics, and his postgraduate in computer application. And as far as hobbies are concerned, he likes to listen to motivational videos in YouTube. He likes to watch cricket like most of us. and he also likes to watch certain comic movies on TV. And apart from that, his favorite quote is, great things, great people don't do things differently, rather they do small things in a different way. And secondly, convert fear into power. So these are the two quotes which is close to his heart, and that is about him. And I hope we will get to know each other. There was very small time to know each other because I joined a bit late. So, but great to know, sir. So thank you, and over to you, Sudhir.
Amazing, amazing. This is great. I mean, the love about the whole exercise is that we are actually making new friends here through this process. I mean, I'm sure the connections that you're building here, the connections we are all going to build in the next 1 month or so, it's just going to last a little extra long. Now, we waited for Vikas sir, but Vikas sir is not here, which means I am not going to. Okay, Vikas sir is here.
Yeah,
This is great.
Sorry, I'm here.
Please introduce your partner. Okay, I'm just going to bring both of you in the spotlight. Yes. Your
Sorry,
introduction.
I just got late, stuck in the traffic, Delhi traffic.
Yes,
so,
yes, please.
Good evening to you all. My partner, Vivek Chaurasia, he's a person of moral, and he doesn't believe in doing something which is not according to his ethics. And he's a commerce graduate, and after that he did his management degree from Bombay University. His hobbies include reading books, of course, books related to the finance, and he's an avid traveler, and he has traveled a lot many places. And apart from that, he's a big fan of cricket, and he also plays cricket to keep himself fit. And his favorite quote is, you make money while you sleep, then also you make money. I could not complete his introduction in a detail because I just reached after 1.5 hour drive. Sorry for that. That's all from my side.
That's absolutely fine. Let's give it up for Vikas, sir, everyone. I mean, that's one thing why I really love this man so much. There's this beautiful word. It's called dedication. And that's the obsession that Vikas sir shares, just like all of us, I'm sure. And now that we have introduced all our speech crafters for Speak and Soul Speech Crafters program, the most important thing here is it's a beginning of a journey that's going to last the entire month and beyond. Because what we are going to learn through the next couple of episodes, the next couple of sessions, through the rest of the month, it just begins. It has already begun. In fact, the fact that you've introduced each other, you've given yourself the permission to speak in front of each other, and always begins from inside, and then it goes out, right out across the world. I mean, I'm feeling super, super blessed, and at the same time a little jealous, because when I see all of you really introducing each other, now I'm thinking, okay, I wish somebody introduced me and all. With that, we come up to the next segment of today's session. This is the fun session. For me, it's always the greatest fun session in every Toastmasters in particular, all the more why this particular segment will always be included in every session. It's called as the table topic session. What is a table topic session? Even before we bring the person who's going to conduct the table topic session, I would like to introduce the auxiliary role player who's going to help us a little bit. It's called timer. Now the timer will be timing the entire thing, and as the timer of the day, today we have a very dynamic person who makes those delightful posters and everything and just takes our hearts away. Okay? So let's give a round of applause for our timer of the day, Toastmaster Anchal Singh. So Anchal, could you just give us the description, please? Are you there? Do we have Anchal?
Yes, he is there. Anchal, can you please turn on your video so that we can spotlight you and you can share?
Okay, yeah, Anchal Singh is there. I'll just add him. Yes, Anchal.
Thank you so much. Dr. SURYADEEP, the coordinator for this speechcraft program, and we have wonderful people today joining us. So I will be your timer today for this table topic session, and you will get 3 limits of time: minimum, median, and maximum. The minimum time limit for you is 1 minute to speak on any topic, and at 1 minute I will be showing you the green card. Let me just. I will be showing. I will show the green card, and after the 1 minute, you can stop anytime. You can stop talking about the topic anytime after the 1 minute, and the median time you will get 1 minute and 30 seconds. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will show the yellow card. So you can try to wrap up your speech under 30 seconds after the yellow card will show to you. And at the maximum time, I will show you the red card. So at that time, you can know, or we will try to tell you that you can stop talking now, and if you have something to say after 2 minutes also, you will get a grace period of 30 seconds. So the maximum time we talk, you will get 2 minutes and 30 seconds to speak on any topic in table topic session. So I will be your timer to keep us on time. Thank you so much, Dr. SURYADEEP. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Anshul, for sharing the detailed things about the timers job and showing the flashcards. So thank you. Let's wait for Dr. Surya to introduce our table topics, which is going to be me actually.
Okay, this is a little weird because I've just been shoved away from the room where I was seated, and I had got all the arrangements done, but some electrician work and all is there. Okay, let us now introduce ourselves to the table topic master of the day. And I think it's so unfair because she has revealed herself. So she is the Vice President Education of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. She is the current. She has already been added. Seriously, I mean, you got to allow me to create the hype for her at least. Okay, no, never mind. She is the present Area E4 speech champion, and she has been my first mentor. She's my partner in crime. She is someone I love so much. For Toastmaster Yogeshwari Sukumaran, everyone, table topic master of the day. Yogeshwari, the podium is all yours.
Thank you so much for such a sweet and warm welcome. And before I could really start, throwing the arrows of questions on you, let me just brief about what is table topics. How many of you have ever come across a situation where, okay, the opponent is asking something and we go blank, total blank. We'll be wondering, seriously, what I'm going to say right now. Can I have a show of hands? Like, how many of us have been in that situation? Okay, I could see Jyoti ma'am, Nidhi ma'am. Wonderful, wonderful. So, and some of us also are, showing up your hands. I've been in that situation a lot of times, trust me. So I will just go blank and I will not be able to speak anything at all. Nervous, complete nervous. My hands will go chilled out. My legs will be dancing, though it is not revealed to others. So Toastmasters has introduced something which is called table topics, where it is a training for every member in the Toastmasters, as well as the guests who attend the Toastmasters, to speak on the spot, no matter what is the topic. So we have to always be on our toes, ready to, with the ideas organized in our mind, no matter what is the topic. So this is going to be a fun session because we won't know when we will be called out and what is our topic is all about. So coming to the ground rules of table topics, we will invite you and you will be given a topic. You can take 30 seconds before even starting your topic. So that is the time where you can organize your thoughts and then start speaking. After 30 seconds, don't wait for anything. Start your speech on the topic. So the minimum time limit is 1 minute and the maximum time limit is 2 minutes. So to reiterate the timing, just for the benefit of everyone, at the 1 minute, we will be shown green card. Green card will be flashed. At the meantime, 1 minute, 30 seconds, yellow card will be flashed. At the 2 minute, red card will be flashed and 30 seconds of grace time after flashing the red card will be given. If we go beyond the 2 minute, 30 seconds, no notice will be given and we will be disqualified. So this is the ground rules. Are we all good to start? Ready? Yes? Okay. So first, just to give a dry run, I would like to call, okay, you can nominate yourself, but just to give a dry run, I would like to call a Toastmaster to take up the topic. So we have Kartik sir here, we have Swarnalata ma'am here, and Anchal here. So who are the current Toastmasters? Can I get some volunteers from all three? Any three? Okay, Rajeshwari ma'am wants to go. Before that, any one Toastmaster?
Sure, I'll try. I'll give it a try.
Okay, Kartik sir, is it you?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, brilliant.
Am I audible?
So here is the topic. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we afraid of making mistakes? I repeat the topic. If we learn from our mistakes, why are we afraid from making the mistakes?
That's a lovely topic. All of us make mistakes in different situations, different types of mistakes, and we are all prone to mistakes. None of us have been born as someone with some special quality of making no mistakes at all throughout life. Definitely, we all learn from most of the mistakes, but many mistakes again are not something where we learn. We still make the same mistake over and over again. That has been the nature, because there is something called an ego which comes in a clash with the real understanding of who we are. It is not always that we learn from mistakes. As I said, ego is one quality. There are few more negative qualities which affect learning cycle. To be more precise, why are we not really trying to experiment ourselves in spite of the fact we learned something from there? Is because the learning is something not coming from our end, but it is forced on us through the mistake. Normally, we don't like to get anything that's being forced on us. That is a quality which is stopping us from making that mistake, or stopping us from getting into the experimentation phase itself. So we are not ready to risk ourselves into a experimentation phase wherein we learn it's there, but it is thrusted on us as a learning phase. Normally, none of us like that kind of a thrusting, right? That is why we are not ready to get into or plunge ourselves into the experiments or risks that we take to learn more. And the more we learn, the more thrust. The more we make mistakes, the more thrust. So these are all qualities, or these are all the situations which stop us from doing anything up a start, or stop unless we know that we are sure that it is going to be of definite success. We hesitate a lot before trying anything new in the adventurous. Is it not? Just wanted to ask, is there anybody who is not ready to make mistakes, or who is not ready to learn from our mistakes? That's the reason that we are not trying to plunge ourselves into experimentation. Just want to know from every one of you. Thanks for the opportunity.
brilliant, brilliant, sir. That was a kind of a wisdom, I guess. So thank you for taking up the opportunity and giving a demo of how a table topic would be. Now, I would like to call Rajeshwari ma'am first, who has nominated herself. Rajeshwari ma'am, here is your topic. If you had to teach something, what will you teach? If you had to teach something, what will you teach? The stage is all yours.
As you said, what if I wish to teach something, what would it be? So the topic, the subject which I would like to teach is anything from medical subjects, but that would be the topic which I had already thought of and I'm doing since long, that is anatomy subject. And the story behind it, I would like to share is when I got selected for the lecturership. At that time, I was offered anatomy, and I was very much reluctant to take that subject because I was very scared of the cadavers which were to be dissected. And I had an idea as a student, when I was a student, I was not scared to do all that. So when I was offered the subject, I thought, oh my God, this subject, which I'm really scared of and I'm being offered. I even requested our managers, our director, that please don't give me this subject. But yet I was offered the subject. And finally, I took up that subject and I succeeded being a good teacher in that subject. And still, after that, I started loving that subject and it became my passion. And that is how I say that I will be teaching that one subject very well. And I have been teaching that subject very well. And that is it.
Thank you. Thank you. Brilliant, brilliant, Rajeshwari ma'am. Actually, I think I'm going to be your ardent follower because you know what, even I am aspiring to be an assistant professor. So I'm going to follow your footsteps in teaching. So thank you so much for that wonderful insight of yours. Though I don't understand anything about medical and anatomy, but still, I loved your talk. So next, we have our Vikas sir. So Vikas sir, are you ready? Yes. So the topic for you is, what do you love most about yourself? What do you love most about yourself? The stage is all yours.
Friends, I have so many things which I love because I am a package. I am Vikas. So I am made up of so many things. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But I accept all the things in unison. But as you asked me that which thing is there which I love most about myself. So I would say that the smile on my face is the best thing which I love most. Smile is the thing which everyone wants to see on others' face. Imagine you are going through very harsh stage, stressful stage. Your boss has just given you some firing and you are not feeling good. You are feeling very bad. You feel like scratching your head or scratching the wall also. And all of a sudden you see a smiling face in front of you. So what would happen, dear friends? Your stress will go. You will feel light. That is the power of smile. And I believe in this power. So I always try to pass smile to others. Whether it's a difficult time, whether it's a stressful time, I always smile. I lead a team of 20 to 25 persons, and that too in sales. We have targets. We have to achieve those targets. And it's very stressful because management is behind us to achieve those targets. If I will be stressful, if I will push my team, what will happen? They won't be able to deliver. So what I do, I try to give targets with a smile. I try to enforce confidence in my team, and smile is the best weapon in doing so. So that's my perspective about smile. And you must be also having some positive things about you. Would love to know about your positive things. Thank you very much. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vikas sir. Even I love your smile so much. I mean, your smiling face, it really helps us to feel energetic, and I feel so good about it as well. So our next we have our Jyoti ma'am. Jyoti ma'am, are you ready? Yes. So the topic for you is, if you ever had a chance to correct the mistake from your past, what would it be? If you ever had a chance to correct the mistake from the past, what would it be? The stage is all yours.
You're on mute,
Ma'am,
madam.
you are on mute.
If I had a chance to correct my mistake from the past, I would, yeah, definitely. So I remember in 2014, which I call it as my turning point, the turning point in my life. So something happened which unnerved me and which disturbed me a lot. And I lost my cool, I lost my temper on a certain thing. This was with a student. And that time actually I lost my temper and I scolded that student, which was literally or which was totally not me. I am a cool person and I have a lot of patience with children, and I love children immensely. But that day something happened because at home something happened. I carried that anger to school and I shouted at that child. And this child was already a very meek person, was a very timid person. And the moment I shouted at him, he went into his shell. And after that, it took me a long time to get him out of the shell, which I was not able to do. So if I get a chance, and if I can revert that situation back, I would definitely learn not to carry my anger to school or to my class, and I would have more control over my anger. I would try to do like in all other things, which so that I am in my calm position and not shout at children. Definitely, it was not his fault. It was my fault, which I realized later that it was my fault, which I had taken to the classroom. So that if I could change that, that would be so wonderful. Yeah, so that is from my end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jyoti ma'am. Like, I could completely resonate with whatever you have told, because for a couple of years, even I've been a teacher, and I was reliving the moments when I was a teacher. When you were narrating it, really heart touching, and I wish that child overcomes this as soon as possible. So next we have Ashutosh sir. So yeah, sir, your topic is, what would you like to achieve today if you know you are dead tomorrow? What would you like to achieve today if you know you are dead tomorrow?
Thank you, Yogeshwari, for giving me this brilliant topic. This is something which is very close to my heart, particularly nowadays. Before talking about this topic, I would like to give a quotation from the speech of Steve Jobs, which he has delivered to the students of Stanford University at their graduation ceremony. What he said was, if you're living each day of your life as if it is your last, someday you will do something very meaningful in life. After reading that recently, a few days back, I have been into very much self-reflection, And every day I try to plan my things that I do something great for myself, for my family. Also, I have some vision to try to attempt something great for the society, even if it is not happening, but there is something cooking in my mind. So, to answer the question, if I uh, get to know that today is my last day, there are few things I have kept in my mind thanks to this nice awareness I got a few days back, that I've tried to prioritize my things. The number one thing which is most important for me, as I mentioned by one of my fellow member, is about the family. So one of the most important agenda, if I have very limited time, would be giving justice stable time to family or anything which is left for my family to be done. Before ending, I would like to also mention, and each day planning is very essential if you want to have a real consciousness that you're living your life gracefully. Warren Buffett, how he plans his day is using the format of MCD. He breaks the task of his day into three parts: must do, can do, and do not do. So that's it from my side, Yogeshwari. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Like, I love the way you started. You started with a brilliant quote and you connected your story with the quote, and too good, too good. And it was also very touchy when you said that we have to plan every day. That is very essential. And this is a kind of an enlightenment that I got from your speech. Thank you so much for that. Next, we have our Sijo Joy. Are you ready, sir? Yeah.
Yes,
So, yeah. And the topic for you is, I could see that you are a kind of a very cool person. So I think this topic would be a very apt topic for you today. So if music be the food of love, play on. This is a quote from a play written by William Shakespeare. The name of the play is called Twelfth Night. So the topic is, if music be the food of love, play on. Just give your perspective on this topic.
Hello, everyone. So today's topic, perspective is, if music is food for your love. So there is nobody who would not be loving music, and we have been, if whenever we talk to anyone, most of them would be always passionate to hear music. And whenever you are in stress, most of the people we have seen that hearing a good music, good melody, you would be able to come down from your stress level. So I have also feel that music is the language of art. It is beyond languages. That is why whatever language you hear a musical song, but the music actually attracts or touches your heart. So when you hear music, your negative thoughts also goes low. Uh, you are able to think more positively. Music is also able to bring a positive vibrations across. So I would like to once again conclude by saying that music is the language of the heart, and definitely we should be hearing more music that would bring a change in your life. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wise attempt, sir. So you have connected music with the positivity. So I love that. Next, we have Nidhi Nandagopal. Can we have her spotlighted, please? Yes. So, ma'am, your topic is, what is the hardest thing you have ever done? What is the hardest thing you have ever done? The stage is all yours.
You're on mute,
You are
ma'am.
on mute, ma'am. You are on mute.
I think this topic is so apt for this day. Before just opting myself to be a part of this table topic as a participant for table topic, I just was thinking, can I talk in front of everybody? Can I talk in front of all these wonderful members confidently? All kinds of doubts were just moving in my or jumping in my mind because I was not confident to speak on the spot about any topic. So when you asked me what would be the toughest, how hardest thing which I have done, I would have done many, but at this moment, I feel this is one of the hardest things which I am trying to attempt by talking in front of all the eminent members of the Speechcraft Toastmasters. So when I started doing this, the first thing with what I feel is the lack of organizing the content, right? So if a topic is very familiar to me, I'm absolutely fine. Now I'm able to talk confidently because this is close to my heart. I'm able to organize my content. But when the situation happens, the topic is not familiar, that then there's a difficult situation for me to attend in front of public, right? So these are the few things which I have to have courage to speak in public. And let me tell you, this is the first time I'm speaking in front of and doing an attempt of public speaking in front of all the members. I tried to do it before, but never the courage had happened in me to present myself. So I packed myself for this, and this would be a happiest moment for me, so that it also the memorable time for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. First of all, I would like to give a round of applause for your courage that you have taken this opportunity to talk in front of that too for the first time in front of the public. And you are very, very clever to choose the topic which you are going through right now, which is an amazing way to start or to speak on something very confidently. So I love the approach. And next up, we have Anil Kumar, sir. So can we have him spotlighted, please?
Sir, can you open your camera? Video, we are not able to spotlight you. Anil Kumar.
I'm on.
Okay. So, sir, your topic is, what is standing between you and your happiness, if at all there is? What is standing between you and your happiness? The stage is all yours.
Thank you for the wonderful topic, madam. The one thing which I feel that which is standing between me and my happiness is that I'm a bit lazy. I'm a bit procrastinating my activities, which I should have been, maybe due to the workload or due to many other things which I take up, voluntary things. I keep my activities full for the day. Thereby, some of the important things which I have to do, give more priority to for being successful in my profession also takes a backseat sometimes. So I feel that certain things I have to more focused on my professional activities, so that between me and my happiness, once this characteristic of laziness or procrastinating I could overcome in the next couple of days or weeks, would get me into better results in my professional career, and that would definitely get me more happiness, success in my professional line, as well as more, financially much more returns so that I can keep myself, sharing and doing much more of my other activities, which apart from my professional work, which I take up, I could, fund it, or I could give more contribution from my side. I think these two things of mine, one is laziness or the procrastination, if I could overcome, which will definitely bring more happiness into me. Thank you for the topic.
I have to appreciate your bravery, sir. First of all, I have to appreciate your bravery because you have realized and you have also accepted in public that one thing that is standing between you and your happiness is procrastination. And I wish that you overcome that very soon and achieve everything that you want in your life. So next up, we have, before that, an announcement. We have our guide and mentor, Tabassum ma'am, in the house. Let's welcome her with a round of applause, because this is a platform that we have to thank her. She is the one who has been guiding us from the day one. And we are so grateful for all her guidance, mentorship. And right now she is here in the middle of her busy schedule. So, ma'am, would you like to talk something?
Hi, good evening all. How are you?
Can we have Tabassum ma'am spotlighted?
Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you just switch on your video?
I'm extremely sorry. I won't be able to put my video on today, but definitely I'm here with all of you on Wednesday. Give me some nice reactions. So how's the speechcraft progressing so far? Are you enjoying?
Very much.
Yeah, I can see the smile and the vibrance in all your faces. And you have two amazing coordinators. That is, you have Surya as well as you have Yogi with you, and you have good number of facilitators as well. So that's great. So yes, looking forward to meeting you all on Wednesday. Enjoy. Carry on.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for that address. And we are so grateful that you are here. So moving on to our next table topic speaker, we have Suchitra ma'am. Suchitra ma'am, yeah, can we spotlight her? So the topic for you today is, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? The stage is all yours.
Okay, there are so many things in life that I'm grateful about. And, looking back at my life, I've got a very happy life with two lovely daughters. And, I'm living a very happy and say well-to-do life. So that is what, of course, I'm happy about. But the one thing that would take my attention as to what I'm happy about life is life itself. I lost my husband about 10 years ago, and that was the worst part of my life. That was the 10 years, the last 10 years have been the worst, and it has been, the journey has been educating me throughout my life. And today I am, I've got out of my depression. I'm living a happy life with my daughters. One of my daughters is going to the US to study further. One is back from the US with me. So I think the most cherishing moments are these moments. I've realized after the passing away of my husband that life itself is the most happiest or the most cherishing thing in life. I don't know how to put it, but my life at the moment is the most happiest part of my life. Thank you so much. Hello.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So, I mean, this is very touchy, and in spite of everything, you are being grateful for the life. So I feel great about it. So thank you so much. And we are going to take just two more speakers because we are running out of time and we have to proceed with the educational session of today's meeting. So the next speaker, and do not worry, The others will have we'll have these table topics even on Wednesday. So you will be getting your chance. Do not worry about it. So our next speaker is Shraddha ma'am. Can we have her on the spotlights? Yeah, I could see the smile. So Shraddha ma'am, your topic is, which is worst for you? Not trying or failing? Which is worst for you? Not trying or failing? The stage is all yours.
I have been groomed ever since my childhood days. Try, try, and try again until you succeed. Another quote from Vivekananda who says, arise, awake, and stop, not till your goal is reached. With such enriching motivation from my parents, ingrained in me ever since my childhood, I would always choose trying to walk up to my goal instead of failures. Failures would be embraced if it comes my way, because that will not be a full stop towards my endeavor. I will strive. The failure will give me a chance to introspect and analyze where I am going wrong. And next again would be the second attempt, because inaction will give me fear. Inaction will give me failure. Inaction will give me sadness, disappointment. But it's only action and trial which will give me triumph. And my goal would be reached only with try, try, try again. So no matter what, I would choose trial over failure. And I pose the same question to the house today: trial or failure? Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Shraddha ma'am. I mean, whenever she comes on the stage and whenever she speaks, Shraddha ma'am, like she ignites the fire in us, and she has that aura. Like what a elaboration, and she is a kind of a warrior, and she pushes us through her words. So thank you so much, ma'am. The last speaker that we have here is Vivek sir. Vivek sir, can we have him on the spotlight, please? Yeah. So Vivek sir, your topic is, what would you like to do better tomorrow? What would you like to do better tomorrow? The stage is all yours.
I believe for me, every day brings a new journey, is a new journey. It brings new opportunity. It brings a day of new learning. And every day, the previous day, it teaches us something that we should be implementing in all the coming days. So I am a kind of person who tries to learn from my mistakes. And if anything I have done wrong previously, I would try to learn where are the spots that I went wrong. And probably if given another opportunity tomorrow, I would definitely try to implement those learnings from my previous mistakes towards the things that I will be trying tomorrow, and will try to definitely improve and get it done successfully. So I think it's very important to try new things in life, but the base should be created so that whenever you try, you are clear that you can pick up from the spot where you ended up last and where you kind of failed. But if your base is strong, then definitely you are going to succeed. And that's why I think all the things that we have done in the past, or I have done in the past, I would definitely try to implement my past failures and the learnings from those failures for a better tomorrow. And I will definitely strive for more success, because that is very important. And I think that's it on the topic. And thank you for watching. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. So implementing our past in the upcoming days, the learnings of the past. Seriously, wonderful insight about the topic. And thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for every speaker who took up the chance, the opportunity to speak today. So I am so sorry to announce this. Unfortunately, because of the technical glitch, we couldn't launch the poll. We'll make sure that we are taking care of it from the upcoming meetings. So everyone who spoke today is a winner. I am super amazed, super surprised the way you took up it and the way you presented it. So now it's time for me to hand over the session to our dear Dr. Suryadeep, who will be leading us through the journey of the educational session. So Dr. Suryadeep, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yogeshwari. Let's give it up for Yogeshwari, everyone. I mean, conducting such a sensational table session, and oh my God, such beautiful table topics. And even before I begin, I would want to first of all give a huge round of applause for our guide, Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, or joining us all the way from Kuwait. I mean, this is just super. Okay. It's pretty interesting because I was given a time of 15 minutes to conduct the education session, but right now, as I see, I have exactly 4 minutes. 4 minutes to cover up the entire education session. So I'm going to be super fast. And the idea here is we got to be super interactive. Okay, the more we interact, and I want you to interact with me over chat, you can also feel free to unmute yourself and answer. We are going to cover 3 aspects. Now, this is a pretty big challenge. Okay, 3 aspects. 4 minutes, which means I got exactly 1 minute to cover every. That's going to be quite a challenge, but let's go for it. Okay. The first thing, obviously, we want to know is, I want to introduce you to the first aspect of today's education session. Obviously, we want to know about. Just 1 second. I will make sure that everything is ready with me. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay, so the first thing, obviously, we want to learn, right? And the beauty about learning is that we do it together, right? So we're going to learn 3 things. How to remove fear of public speaking, how to select our topics, and how are you all going to prepare for your first speech that you're going to deliver the next day, okay? So I hope we are all super excited. Now, let's get into straight away, dive into it. Obviously, we got a shortage of time, so we're going to try and do it very fast. What do you think is the #1 fear that you face in terms of creating speech or speaking in front of public? What do you think? What's your #1 fear? Just drop it in the chat. Let's see. What is the collective wisdom of today's audience? Let's go through. Okay. What is your #1 fear? #1. What holds you back? Why don't you think you get to speak effectively in front of public? You're not able to organize your thoughts. You become nervous or anything. Why do you think so? Vikas sir says fear of going blank. That's a good one. Getting judged by others. That's another amazing pointer. Thank you so much for that. What if I forget? That's so true, Suchitra ma'am. This is good. Going blank. Okay, Kavya ma'am also says. Kishore sir says public speaking. Yes, the whole point of public speaking. If we truly want to remove public speaking, we need to first understand, create the mindset. The mindset says that public speaking, fear of public speaking, which means we are having fear of 2 things. #1, public. #2, speaking. Right? #1, public. #2, speaking. Public, what will the public think? What will he or she think? It's a huge audience, so many eyeballs grabbing at you. Obviously, you will feel so scared. You will feel very, very yeah, that's a good one, Jyoti ma'am. Short of words, obviously, when you go through that. And then there is speaking. How to speak, how effectively present our words, everything. How do we do it? Let's just decode all of that today itself. Okay, one at a time we will do it, and we'll. The first thing is understanding the fear mindset. Now, the 2 solutions here is physiology and psychology. What do I mean by that? Now, if you are, just think about it for a moment. What happens, just 1 second, happens when you have a fear? How is your shoulders? You'll see that your shoulders is drooping down. Your head will be down. Your figure will be constricted. Let's use this simple technique instantly. Let's do it right now. Just put your chest out, look a little up. Okay, just close your eyes for a moment, look up and feel that strength in your hands. Okay, and just imagine how beautiful people are applauding you, people are celebrating. Your audience is just enjoying with you. Look at your body language now. Do you think you'll have more fear when you are standing tall like this with that attitude? With my mentor Praveen Wadalkar sir had mentioned that the word speaking has king in it. The moment you speak, you have to be the king on stage, and that's the attitude you need to carry. That's physiology. Similarly, psychology. You need to understand, you need to have that faith. People you are speaking to are going to love what you are speaking. You need to believe in yourself. So that's the mindset. Let's get into the skill set. If we really understand that, okay, the whole idea is about half mindset and half skill set, obviously the first thing we need to do is we need to learn the skills. We need to learn the techniques and methods. We need to put our best image forward. We need to learn how to validate the points that we put up, validate our perspectives. Most importantly, speaking with authority, speaking like a king. That's the whole idea of breaking free from the whole idea of removing the fear. So right now, if I ask you, you're a part of Speechcraft program and you are going to go through all of those steps. You're going to learn the techniques and methods through the education sessions. You're going to learn the whole idea of processing, practice. You'll be getting evaluated. And at the same time, learn you're going to have that mindset as well, that you're going to kill it for sure. Don't you think it's going to work for you a lot better? If you feel yes, then just type it in the chat box, yes. Yeah. This is the program. This is the perfect program that's going to solve all of that. But even before we started, we really need to create our mindset and skill set, put it all together. If that is what we actually want to do, it brings us to the second segment of our today's session. We've understood how to remove our fear of public speaking. Done. But then the next question is, okay, how to select a speech topic? I mean, what do I talk about? How do I even select the topic? Now, if I ask you very clearly, what do you think? What are the key areas from you can get a topic? What are the incidents when you are asked to speak? Just name a few in the chat box. Let's see. So for me, that would be birthday party speech. My friend is getting married, so I have to give a speech there. Maybe in a funeral, in case any of my relatives have passed away, I need to really express my condolences. What are the things that is coming on your mind? Just drop it in the chat. Let's see what today you all have in mind. It's not just me sharing ideas, by the way. I just have to make sure that you all are also participating. Okay, I got addressing my staff members. That's a very addressing the team. Speech at a kid's school, team meetings. That's so true. If that is the okay, a parent teacher meeting, addressing the team, that's so true. So are we saying that the idea of selecting a speech is going to involve both my personal life as well as professional life? It's going to enhance. Give me a thumbs up if it's a yes. If I know how to select my topic, I'm going to grow so much because I will know exactly what to speak about, whether it's in my personal events, professional events. That is exactly what we are going to learn right now. How do you select your speech? Now, there are two references. There are two sources, I would say. The first is your personal sources. Number two is your outside sources. Let's go through each of them one by one. So this is the personal and personal experiences. Obviously, your personal experiences includes your interests, your hobbies. Today, the way you introduced each other, I mean, that's one of the practical examples that we literally did. You got your family experiences, your incidents that happened in your family. You got your whole careeristic experiences, school, college, and all of that. And obviously your education. When you grow up, you learn a subject. You not just learn a subject, you're learning a lot of other things as well. Coming to references, maybe you can obviously look through an article, you can look through a website. We all read books, we all read magazines, we all read newspapers. So choosing a topic, selecting a topic is not that difficult. When you read, you just reflect, and then you just go through the experiences that you had. It's more than enough to give you a topic. But then what is really the problem? What really the problem. The real problem is understanding how to go about presenting the topic, isn't it? I mean, you know, you've created your topic, but how many of us have really written a speech very nicely, but then don't know how to present it? Because we are missing out on something, a very key element. It's called finding your target audience. Finding your target audience. What do I mean by that? I need to understand and answer these specific questions that you're seeing in the screen right now. What is the range? What is the age range of my audience? Is my audience familiar with the topic? How many people am I speaking in front of? Is it 5, 10, 100, 200, an auditorium? What is the background of the audience? Will they have the same experience? Because at the end of the day, just think about it right now. I am talking to you in a way that is going to make you feel, oh, you know what? SURYADEEP is being energetic, which means I am able to learn. Imagine if I was speaking like this. You've already attended close to 2 hours of the session, and I'm conducting an education like this with you. All of you would definitely fall asleep, isn't it? I would act as a perfect sleeping pill, but I don't want that. That's why I'm being so energetic. So you got to understand what is your expectation of your audience. How many of you feel right now, present here, if I understand the audience, that's 50% of my job done. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If I am able to understand my audience, yeah, I can see everybody giving a thumbs up. That's so important. But how do you truly do that? You do so by asking a few questions. Questions as in, what is the specific occasion? What is the event? What is the theme of the event? When are you scheduled to speak? Are you the first speaker? Are you the last speaker? What's going to happen after you speak? Often than not, you'll have an applause. That's what we expect, the least. But when you program your mind in that context that, you know what, I've already answered these questions. And since I've answered these questions, I'm mentally prepared. Don't you think that if we prepare ourselves like this, that's it, we are done. We are already phenomenal. If yes, then just type into the chat box, yes. Let's see. When I was preparing for this entire education session, that's exactly what I asked myself. Am I really going to be full on energetic, and I'm going to make sure that you are learning every bit of it, making it practical, not just theoretically presenting slides and all those things, makes a huge difference. You can use all these amazing tools to select your speech topic. If that is truly the case, let's get on with creating your first speech today, shall we? A speech that you're going to create today itself, and you are going to present it to us on Wednesday and on Monday. We're going to give you that opportunity to present your first speech. Here's how it's going to go. First, we need to understand how to carve a speech. The basics. That's all that we're going to learn today. And you will be working with your mentors, and you will be getting your speeches done. Okay, so let's get on with it. I'm being a little super fast. Sincerely apologize beforehand. Okay, we're just a little overshooting a little time maybe. So let's get on with it. Here's how it's going to be. First, you create a build-up. What do you want to build upon? First, you need 2 to 4 things at least that you would love the members of our Speechcraft community to know about. Just 2 or 4 points, 2 to 4 points. Exclusive points, by the way, which you have already mentioned in your introductions. That's the beauty. You've already started the process. Then you would may want to ask yourself, I mean, what are your goals? Why have you chosen Speechcraft? What do you want to get as an outcome from this workshop? That's the basic build-up that you would want to create. And then you have the 3 components, which is called as the opening, body, and conclusion. Opening, body, and conclusion. What do I mean by that? So many times we get in the table topics today itself. Thank you so much for the topic. It was a good topic, amazing topic. Thank you. Let me start. So the topic is, how about we start with a bang? instantly connecting a rapport with the audience with our opening statement. When I presented my first icebreaker, I'll tell you exactly what I did. Okay, let's do it together. This is how I started. Okay, people, observe what I'm doing. Take this. Do it with me. Come on. Come on, do it with me. Take your hands out like this. Come on. Take your hands out like this. Everyone, I can't see your hands. Okay, good. Now, do it like this. Bring them together. Clap. Again, spread it out. Now, turn it around. And when you're bringing your hands together, just interlock your fingers. Interlock your fingers. Okay. Now, if you have listened to my instructions carefully, on the count of 3, 2, 1, you'll be able. No? Okay, now do this. Now, don't you think this is a good way to start a speech? Instantly create a connection with the audience. How else can we create a connection with the audience? There's something so common between you and I. We are a part of the Speechcraft program. Instant connection. Or, I remember the first time when I was asked to present a Toastmaster speech. Guess what? Now you are also thinking about when was the first time you spoke. So there are methods in which you can start, and your mentors will be guiding you through that. And then you move on, you transition to the body of your speech. Now, your body of your speech consists of elements, pointers. Pointers as in containers. That's what I love to call it, containers. So there will be 3 main points. It could be 3 stories. In this case, I think your icebreaker speech will be between 2 to 3 minutes. So you're going to add a maximum of 2 stories, 2 points in your body. You may want to talk about a fact. You may want to talk about a story. You may want to talk about an experience or a perspective or a quote. These are ingredients of your body of the speech. And you talk about it. I'll give you an example. Let's just say I'm delivering my icebreaker, which is usually your introduction. You are introducing yourself to the club. Today you introduced each other, right? In your icebreaker, you're going to introduce yourself to all of us. So you might want to take up 2 points of your life, 2 experiences, 2 incidents of your life, and include that in the body of your. And finally, you have the conclusion. What happens in the conclusion? You may want to summarize whatever it is that you spoke. Restate the points, obviously, and maybe end with a nice climax. And finally end with a bang or with a question. What do you mean by that? When I presented my icebreaker, it was something like this. My name is Dr. SURYADEEP Majumdar. I'm a dentist. Let me walk you through a part of my journey. I was eating in a brilliant marriage hall. Oh, delicious food. And the paneer kebab was there in my hand, and I was about to, and the drops of the kebab tandoori was falling on the plate. I was relishing the smell of the ghee, and as I was about to put it into my mouth, achoo, someone sneezed. And I realized within a snap of a second, the paneer kebab was replaced by a denture. Old person sneezed so hard, his denture flew out from his mouth, hit my hand, and I could see now saliva dripping into my. That was my icebreaker. That's one incident that I expressed inside the speech. And then I concluded. How did I conclude? I concluded by saying, this was my journey from a small little child to become a dentist who's not really that good dentist. Are you a good dentist, or do you know a good dentist? That's it. End the question, and the audience will keep thinking, oh my God, that was such a phenomenal speech. Let me try and answer the question that we have, because our brains are hardwired to answer questions. Or you want to end with a signature ending. My signature ending is, this is Dr. SURYADEEP. I love you all so much. That's my ending. You may want to choose your ending. You're getting the idea? I'm just giving you a basic framework of how to design your icebreaker speech. And just to guide you a little more, I would want to show you this speech outline that will be shared with you, today itself. This is by the Toastmasters International itself. Okay, the speech outline will have every single thing that you need to fill in order to create your speech, icebreaker speech. You got the greeting, opening statement, greeting, capturing audience interest and everything. You got your body, you got your conclusion, Every single thing you can just write it down. Your mentors will be guiding you through. Okay? Your mentors will be guiding you through, and you will be carving out your first speech. You will be presenting it to us, and we will be there to evaluate your speech. So we're going to have a very, very brief Q&A session in case any of you has any doubts on the 3 topics that we spoke about today. How to remove your fear of public speaking. We spoke about how to select your topic, and we spoke about how to craft your icebreaker speech. Okay. Do we have any questions related to these 3 topics? Please to unmute yourself and ask.
What will be time limit? Time limit.
Yes, that's a question. Yes. So the time limit will be 2 to 3 minutes. Your icebreaker speech will be 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Right. Any other questions we have? Okay. There are no questions. It means either of the 2 things. Number 1, you've understood everything. Number 2, you've understood nothing. Okay, so, ma'am has a question. Yes.
Hi, Dr. Surya. Can I ask a question?
Yes, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
In the next session, which will be on coming Wednesday, is there a requirement to prepare for a speech?
Yes, what is to be done for the upcoming session? We'll have a small little business meeting after this particular session, and we'll be guiding you through that. Okay, so that'll answer your question, I'm sure. Yes, Nidhi ma'am, you had a question.
Yeah, you were talking about mentors, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, not to.
Yeah. We'll let you know about that as well. We'll let you know about that as well. Any questions related to the session, as in the education session? Anything?
Sir, one thing I would like to know.
Yes, sir.
Though the format you have just shown, like before that, how to make the speech, is it provided to you by separately?
I didn't understand your question.
No, the speech capped, you are showing just a format, the opening, the body, then conclusion and everything in the speech cap just format. Will you provide this format to us also?
Yes, exactly. We'll forward you all the materials that you need in order to carve out your speech. So you don't have to be worried about that. And we'll be there to guide you. We'll take you through who's going to be your mentor and all of that. Yes, Vikas, sir, your question.
Yeah, doctor, I just want to know that we have to start the speech, then there is middle body, that is the content, and then we have to finish our speech. So according to you, how much time should we devote to each part? Is there any standard? If we have to give 30 seconds out of the 3 minutes, we have to give 30 or 40 seconds to our opening, then middle section should be around 1 or 2 minutes, whatever.
Yes, that's a very, very good question, because thank you for asking that. Ideally, your introduction should be just maybe just 2 lines, max to max 2 to 3 lines. It acts as the hook just to connect the audience, instantly build a connection. The main component of your speech is your body. That takes most of the time.
Okay. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get to you, ma'am. Just so finally the conclusion is when you are just closing everything together. So ideally 2 to 3 lines each for introduction and conclusion. Main component will be your body. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Vikas. Yes, Mukta ma'am. On mute, ma'am.
Sure. And in today's session, I was not able to speak. I didn't get I was waiting for my turn, and then suddenly due to internet problem, I could not I could not get my turn. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm listening. Tell me.
You understood my problem?
Yeah,
I was waiting for my turn.
Yes.
For that questionnaire impromptu, but due to weak internet, I could not get my turn. So what if somebody faces this problem due to internet problem, then what is the remedy for that?
What is the remedy for that? I think the best remedy would be to get a Wi-Fi connection, I guess. No, I think I'm just kidding now. So in case if there's a technical issue, that is absolutely fine. We completely understand technical glitches can always happen. We will make sure that we keep that in mind from the upcoming meeting, and we'll make sure that you get the topic for sure. Okay? In fact, for those who could not speak in the impromptu section, the table topic section, please don't feel bad. We are separately designing the whole curriculum in such a way that everyone will get ample amount of opportunities, because I also want to every one of you. So we're going to make sure that you all speak up. Any other questions do we have? No.
What will be the evaluation criteria for this icebreaker speech or whatever further speeches, you know?
Exactly.
The same thing like grammarian and time limits, and what will be the criteria?
That's a very good question now. So the evaluation will, the whole process is, once you are carving yourself out as a speaker first, obviously the senior Toastmasters will be evaluating you. So you will be able to understand how they are evaluating. From third session onwards, the third session, we have an exclusive segment called as how to evaluate a speech. That's the education session. That will be taken up by one of the greatest Toastmasters on the planet right now, Toastmaster Vaishnavi. We're going to learn so much from her. You will learn how to evaluate a speech, and then from the fourth onwards, you all will be evaluating each other's speeches. That's going to be another exciting segment. So we've got a lot of things in the pipeline for you. I hope that answers your question, Rajeshwari ma'am. Yeah. Okay. So I think that would be all. That marks education session. Now let's get into the last part. First of all, I want to apologize because we are just overshooting a little time, but we'll just make it a little as quick as possible. I mean, I've been trying to speak extra fast today, so I've been not used to listening to someone speaking very fast. I really want to apologize. The next part of the meeting is when we are going to learn about three things. Number one, who is your mentor? Who is your mentor? Okay. Number two, we will be learning about what are your targets right now. What are the things that you are supposed to do? Number three, we will be going through the whole process of since today it's our first meeting, we are not any general evaluation section. Okay, general evaluation section we are not having. Otherwise, every meeting will have a general evaluator who will be evaluating the entire speech, but the entire meeting. But today we are overshooting time, so just straight away to the meeting. Now, mentors are someone who will be guiding you personally. Okay, and I really want you all to know that we have 4 mentors presently. We are also trying to get more added. The first is obviously our magical. I want a round of applause for her. Let's bring her to the spotlight. Our delightful Uma ma'am. So let's give a round of applause for Uma ma'am. Uma ma'am will be one of the mentors. The second mentor will be myself. So I will also be one of the mentors. Okay. Do we have Yogeshwari in the house? Where is Yogeshwari? Yeah, Yogeshwari is there. So Yogeshwari will be our third mentor, and our fourth mentor will be Toastmaster Marutesh, who's not here for some inconvenient reasons, I'm sure. So here's how it's going to go. Okay. We will be dividing you all into groups. There are 16 of us, 16 speech crafters are there. We will be dividing you into groups of 4, and every group headed by one mentor. One mentor will give you individualized attention over WhatsApp, will help you design your speech. Okay, they will help you individually design your speech. In case you have any kind of technical difficulties, you're not sure how to find out your resources and everything, we have our magical facilitators, and I would really appreciate a huge round of applause for our facilitators who are really, I mean, super. Let's get them. We have ma'am and my very favorite, I consider him as the handsome hunk. His name is Karthik sir. So we got our facilitators as well in the team. So we are a close team. Obviously, we are guided by distinguished Toastmaster Gayatri Ravindran and Toastmaster Tabassum Ali, who will be joining us from the subsequent meetings. We are there to help you out as and when you have any kind of difficulty, you face any kind of issues. Okay. We will be dividing you into groups of 4 by tonight itself, and you can individually get in touch with your mentors, and they will be guiding you through how to go about the whole process. Okay. Here's what we will be doing right now. Okay. We will make sure that we are giving you the whole worksheet, of how to design your speech outline. That's the first thing that we will do. We'll give you that document. We will also make sure that you are getting access to the evaluation resource. So you will know what is it expected from you. What are the ingredients that you need to put into the speech? What are the criteria in which you will be evaluated? So we'll be giving you those documents after the meeting by tonight. By midnight, we'll be putting up all the documents. You will have to start carving out your speech. Start carving out your speech. Every single from here on will be divided into two segments. Two segments in the form of two groups. We will create two groups. We had two teams, right? Team A and Team B. You all introduced each other, right? So let's just say on Wednesday, if Team A is giving the speeches, presenting speaker speeches, Team B will be sent into the breakout room and they will be going through the table topics. We will have an exclusive table topic evaluator. We will have a table topic master, and all those members will be put into the breakout room where you will be practicing table topics. In the room, meanwhile, we will have all our education sessions. We will have our speeches. So you will be delivering your speeches. You will be getting evaluated by the evaluators. The happens simultaneously. So if Team A is taking up the speeches on Wednesday, Team B is taking up the speeches on Monday. Okay, that's how it's going to be. And if Team A is taking up table topics on Monday, Team A will go through table topics on Wednesday. That's how the whole process will be there. After the individual sessions are over, both the table topics as well as the speeches, you all are coming together again in the main room where we will have the education sessions. So every day, just like today, we had an education session, but we exceeded time a little bit. But from Wednesday onwards, we'll be a little more organized, and we are bringing in the best on the planet, to bless us with education. I mean, I'm so blessed, right? I somehow feel I'm the luckiest because I get to host, coordinate, as well as learn. but I'm really feeling a little jealous for you all as well, because now you all are participants. You get to deliver, you get evaluated. From the third session onwards, you will be evaluating your team members. So that will be a lot as well. You will get to evaluate. So for example, if we are having 3 speeches, Team A, if Team A has, let's just say 8 members, 4 will be presenting their speeches, 4 will be evaluating the speeches. So getting the idea, you will be learning every single thing in these 8 sessions. So that's how we are going to be going through. What are the tasks at hand right now for you all? Today we are posting the PDF, the documents, the flyers, the ingredients that you need to carve out your speech. We are also dividing you into groups. Your responsibility is to coordinate with your mentors. I will just simplify the process a little more. Obviously, you have been through the education session, right? You've been through the education session, you've learned. So now what you can do is, as soon as you get the speech outline, you can start writing the draft. That's called the first draft of your speech. Finish the draft, send it to your mentor. Your mentor will help you to fine-tune your draft, and then you present it to us. Okay, we will also decide who is going to present the whole speeches and everything from the upcoming session. So is that a big clear? Because I've been speaking very fast. So can I get a thumbs up from everyone? Perfect. Any kind of doubts you have, we are always there in the WhatsApp group to help. I go to sleep at 12 o'clock in the night, wake up at 5 a.m. So that those 5 hours you'll have to, but otherwise I'm there to answer all your doubts in case you have any of them. Okay? So that marks the end of our today's session. And just to make sure that we are closing the meeting, I would like to invite our presiding officer once again, the magical, the dynamic, the enlightened one, Toastmaster Yogeshwari Sukumaran, to give us the presidential address, closing address. Over to you, Yogeshwari.
Thank you so much once again. I'm so privileged to be here and to speak on behalf of the president, Rajesh Nair, Toastmaster Rajesh Nair, who is the current president of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club, which is my home club, which is Surya's home club as well. So we are super blessed to have such a club, because this is the place where I get to learn every day. not only on speeches, but also on leadership, and also on how to coordinate with the team. The learning is more than what I could explain to you through words. So you will get to learn all those things in the session 8 session that we will be having throughout this month. Congratulations once again to everyone who are here, the decisions that you have taken. I'm so happy and so blessed to have this journey together with you all. So with this, I would like to conclude and adjourn the meeting for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you